So I lost my job about 5 days ago. I got a meeting request from the head of my business unit and some people from HR, as well as a number of other people on my team. And we all dialed in to a video conference call in which we were fired, 14 of us. It's easy for me to go, well, it was just a business decision. It had nothing to do with me, but it's a struggle, and it's something that I'm trying to work through. It hurts a lot. I spent 7 years in that role, and I learned a lot. And so, using those skills that I have, the experience I have, I've been able to set up an interview here, but in Vancouver, which is 1,000 kilometers away from Calgary, where I live. And it's really hard to understate just the existential dread and terror of being a trans woman and being unemployed. I don't think I have ever been as vulnerable in my entire life. And yeah, I'm getting a package and just try to focus on finding work. So to that end, I'm busy packing. I don't know if you see the suitcases here. I'm leaving tomorrow at 6 in the morning. It'll be about a 10, 11 hour drive to Vancouver. It's one of the most beautiful drives in the world. Through the Rocky Mountains, Selkirks, through the Okanagan, and then down into the coastal ranges, the Shiam, and finally the Fraser Valley. One of my favorite views in the entire world is as I cross from Surrey to Coquitlam on the Portman Bridge over the Fraser River. I probably won't be able to shoot any footage of it tomorrow because I'll be driving, but it is one of my favorite views. You kind of come around this corner at 152nd Street, I guess, and you go over, and it always fills my heart with joy, just every time I've driven it coming home from Alberta. So yeah, I have an interview Tuesday morning. I'll shoot some footage of the road trip tomorrow and just try to collect my thoughts over the next 2-3 days as I line up hopefully more interviews. I'm not putting all my eggs in that basket. I know I have a very marketable skill set. I know how to make money. I know how to really produce at a high level. I have been a high performance salesperson for a number of years. This is just a speed bump along the way. So stay tuned. Same trans channel, same trans time. So here I am in the middle of the Rocky Mountains. I've been driving for about 4 hours. A lot of thoughts in my head. There's a lot of grief involved in losing a job, and just in terms of my process of going through the separation, divorce, and with the kids, and how that works with parenting time. It's heartbreaking to know that I'm moving 10 hours away from my children, and I might only see them for a couple of weeks a year now. I'm doing it because it's what I need to do to provide for my kids and their mom. There isn't a lot of work in Alberta. It's been in recession for a number of years, and I'm no economist, I'm not an expert, but based on my reading of the economic conditions over the last few months, I think it's about to get a lot worse, and we're entering into an entirely new level of recession in Alberta that I don't think people are really prepared for or really understand. And for the last 20 years, I don't know that anyone would have moved from Alberta to BC to find work, but here I am. And I mean, it's work in my field, and it's work that I can continue to earn the income that I was earning. So important things for me to consider. And then also, it's where my former partner will be moving to with the kids when the house sells sometime in the next couple of years. So, lots of thoughts, lots of like really difficult, challenging thoughts. It's been a few tearful moments on the drive as I just kind of ponder that. It's not feeling sorry for myself though, it's just acknowledging the sadness and the grief, the grief of losing my job. A job that I really enjoyed and that I was really good at. A lot of relationships that were built up over a number of years. And then the grief of being away from the kids. And how that plays out. And one of the things as a parent who's gone through transition and divorce is that I've been trying to just understand myself as a different type of parent now, and I'm not the same parent that I was as a dude. I'm a better parent now, I believe, in that I'm more accessible, I'm more present and loving, in that it's all of me now and not just a little bit of me. But at the same point, I also understand that I'm not there on that day-to-day basis. I'm not there to, wipe off the blood when they scrape their knee. Although I had 2 sick kids this week, and I was cleaning up puke and dealing with fevers and children's Tylenol and Chloraseptic and all that, Lysol. I know that that's not my role anymore in their life, and I need to find a way where I can make peace with that, and they can too, because there's a lot they have needed to adjust to and adapt to, and they have, and there's more that we will need to adapt to and adjust to. So these are just some of the thoughts 5 hours into the road trip. I gotta go get gas, pulling into Golden here. It was beautiful driving through Banff National Park, gorgeous sunshine, bright blue skies. And I didn't stop to take any photos. I just wanted to enjoy the drive and not get caught up in figuring out exposure and aperture and all that. So we'll see how the rest of the drive goes. It's probably another 8 hours or so of driving. I'll stop again in Kamloops. I don't know, maybe I'll have some more thoughts in the next 4 or 5 hours, and I'll put them down here. So thanks for watching.
Hey Google, how many hours to Revelstoke?
With light traffic, it will take you 3 hours and 11 minutes to drive to Revelstoke.
It's been closer to 5 hours, just driving straight through. Beautiful drive through the Shuswap and the Okanagan. Here I am in Merritt, halfway on the Coquihalla, which was one of the major engineering projects of my childhood here in British Columbia. I thought I could hold my bladder till I got to Hope, which is in another hour or so, and I couldn't, and I had to stop. So I should be good to go straight through to Vancouver from here. Did most of the drive in silence and just kind of sat with my thoughts a lot. And it just keeps coming back to money and child support for my kids and spousal support for their mom, and just what my basic obligations are. I had a really well-paying job, and now I don't, and realistically speaking, it's unlikely that I'm going to get a job that pays that well for some time, and that's just the way it is. I don't have the ability to sit and wait for one of those jobs to come up, and I'm really left with the option of taking a job that's probably going to pay 60 to 70% of what I was making previously, which then calls into question everything else that I had lined up, all of my debt and everything, my bills, which now I'm not sure I'm going to be able to pay. It's a lot of stress. I'm just trying to be positive about it. I know I'll get through it. I'll work my way through it. I'll find a way to make ends meet as best I can, because I need to. And I have 6 kids counting on me, and I know I won't be paying as much as I was previously for child support, but it's still a lot, and it's something that is weighing on me heavily. So probably 3 hours to Vancouver is my guess. Hey Google, how far to Vancouver?
You are 271 kilometers away from Vancouver.
Yeah, so 3-4 hours to Vancouver, depending on traffic on Highway 1. I guess I should say I'm on the Trans-Canada Highway, because I should, but that's a bad joke, I guess. So, signing off from Merritt, British Columbia. It's been almost 12 hours of driving for me. You know, taking the slow boat through Banff and Canmore, and then just driving straight through from Revelstoke. So here we go, straight through to Vancouver, and I should get there 9:30, 10 is my guess.
Okay, I made it to Vancouver. I've been here for 2 days. I went up to Whistler and needed to just blow some steam off. In the last 2 days, I've had 3 phone interviews. I've got 2 interviews set up for tomorrow in person. Hopefully, I can get an interview lined up for Monday or Tuesday of next week before I head back for the 14-hour drive back to Calgary. I think the thing I've learned over the last few days is just to be as focused as you can on activity, you know, like any good salesperson, and to just keep doing the things that you have control of. So for me, it's really just been checking out all the different websites, connecting with different people I know in my industry, in this community. I don't know a lot of people in this marketplace, so that's been a challenge for sure for me to have to figure that out. Even though it is my hometown, I've never really worked here in a professional capacity, so that'll be a new experience for me. I think a key thing I've really come to realize is you got to take care of yourself and your family, and for a lot of time, a lot of years, I was just too loyal, and I drank a lot of Kool-Aid, and I don't ever want to put myself in that position again. So yeah, I just got off the phone for a sales manager role. I'm sure it'll be great, hopefully, and we'll see what the next few days bring. But I'm gonna end the video here, and thanks for watching, and please like, subscribe, and share.